everyone, welcome back to Calories. I hope you all missed us. We missed you all too.
It's been a really long month, very
Yeah,
busy.
we've been very busy.
Yeah.
So today we are going to do a video on Hope.
Hope,
Boo boo.
Boo Boo. I don't know if all of you know who Boo Boo and or Hope is. She is our pet, and that's her lulling around here. Boo Boo, say hi.
Who
Say
is
hi.
that?
Say hi.
Who is
Say hi. Who's this? Say hi. Okay. So she's basically been waiting around for a few dogs that have been walking around in our estate, and
She got very excited seeing them.
yeah,
Coming back to our story, we adopted her from Bombay,
yeah,
and this happened. It started with a post that I saw on Facebook. My friend Dave had shared a post of her adoption,
yeah.
and I saw the pictures, and she looked pretty sad. And the write-up was also very touching. I saw that, and I told Deepa, come, let's go get her and come." So
Yeah, that was so surprising actually for her to say, you know what, let's go get a dog, especially all the way from Bombay. I'm like, okay, that's really nice and surprising and everything together. I
I
was
used
like
to
all
be very
excited.
scared of dogs
Yeah. She
for a
was
long time.
extremely scared
Fifi
of
changed
dogs.
that for me.
Yeah,
Fifi
Fifi
is
is
my
a
trainer.
friend's dog who took a week to train her into loving dogs. And
I know. I always liked dogs. It was
as
only
in,
that
yeah,
fear
yeah.
of them coming close to me, licking me, and all that. I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
no, I
she
can't take
got rid
this.
of that completely.
Yeah, and after this one came to the first day, we went to Bombay to pick her up. She just jumped into the car onto my lap and started licking me on my face, and I'm like, oh my god, is this what I signed up for? But it was all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw this post and I told him, and then I gave Luala a call.
Hold.
Yes.
Bubo?
Deepu's gone looking for Boo Boo. I think she's gone hunting to look for the other dogs. So yeah, I called up Luella and she asked me, why do you have to come all the way from Bangalore? There are a lot of people waiting here in Bombay itself to adopt her. So I said, yeah, you just see and let me know. Meanwhile, I connected with Boo Boo and I said, if you want to come to us, just make it happen. And the next day, Luella called me up. I think 2 days later, Luella called me up and she said, you know what, if you all are coming all the way from Bangalore, I think you will definitely take care of her. So I think we'll give her to you. And that is how, so the next couple of days we were free. After that, we had to wait for a month to drive to
Yeah,
Bombay.
yeah.
And Luella couldn't keep her that long because she had a pet too.
Who
And
was staying with her
with
mother
her
for the
mother for
meantime.
those days, who's very possessive, so she had to keep him at her mother's place. So the next day morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, we started off from Bangalore,
Bangalore. We
reached there
just,
at night,
yeah.
and then
It was a beautiful drive all
yeah,
the
the
way
drive was
through.
beautiful.
And we reached there at around
7:30 years
7:30 at her place. And that was in
at
Bandra.
Luela's place in Bandra.
Yeah.
And then we decided to stay there for 1 day so
Yeah,
that Boo
actually,
gets
Luella
used to
requested
and-
us to stay for a day so that she get used. I mean, Bubu gets used to us, and I mean, it made a lot of sense because if we, she was very attached to Luella. She was. It was not like a rescue space. It was like Bubu and her were.
inseparable.
At that point in time,
Yeah.
and we were
So the-
feeling very bad actually
We were
after
feeling,
the first
in
day.
fact, the second day, we even told Luella. Luella was feeling so low that
Yeah.
she was leaving. We even told Luella, it's okay that we've come all the way. You can still keep her. If you want, we'll go back. There's no problem. But she said, no, it's okay. You can take her and go.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we took her for a walk that evening to the beach.
yeah, she was wandering around.
And she was very depressed. When we got her, she was extremely depressed. She was not feeling well. So we didn't know
Yeah.
what it was. So we kept taking her to all the vets we knew around our locality, and they just kept giving her injections for appetite and charging as a bomb.
As
Until
well.
Buddy's mother told me
It
about.
was Buddy was a neighbor's dog, and we used to meet them regularly on our walks. And this auntie, should we call her auntie?
Yeah, Buddy's grandmom.
Buddy's grandmom actually told us, you know what, take her directly to the veterinary college in Hebal and meet a doctor by the name of Ansar. And we were not sure about it because we've gone to so many different vets, and all of them seem to have given us the same kind of,
Yeah, and she wasn't getting better. She
and she
couldn't
wasn't
eat
getting
anything,
better.
and we didn't
She
know
was
what kind
bringing
of
out
diet
everything.
she was
Yeah.
used to.
So we took her to Ansar,
Dr.
and
Ansar,
yeah,
yeah.
Dr. Ansar, and after he looked at her, he said, "You know what? I think it's a form of tick fever that she has, and we need to make sure that she gets cured. And for that, we need to come there every day for about 2 months." And she's gone wandering around in the estate again. Give me a minute. Bobo!
There he goes looking for her. She's right here. So they got a blood test done, and they found out that her platelet counts are coming down. So luckily we found this place at the right time. And then for a month or two, we had to take her every day for her injections.
Yeah.
And gradually she started getting better. She started eating everything, but still she's a very fussy eater
Yeah.
till
See her?
recently.
See her there? Yeah.
She's very brand conscious.
Oh,
She doesn't
she's-
like all brands of
Yeah.
food.
I'm not going to say which brands because I don't want to get sued for them. But yeah, she's very, very brand conscious.
Yeah.
She used to like only Royal Canin. Now she stopped that also. And now we make her food for her at home.
She's very happy with that.
She's
with
very
the chicken
happy
and
with that.
rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that has been a story, and she came completely trained.
Oh, that was a pleasant surprise for
We
us.
didn't know what to expect.
And before that, talking about bringing her back, she sat in the car for 18 hours, and both of us were prepared for anything. We were prepared for her to puke, do whatever, soil the car in whatever manner. But to our surprise, absolutely nothing. Not even a whimper, no nothing. We stopped about 3-4 times, and not because she asked us to stop, because
we thought
we
she'll,
thought she'll need a
so
break, and
took
we
her for a
stopped.
walk and
And that was, and we gave her fried rice, and she ate that. And when we came to the city finally in the night, a sleeping dog at the back suddenly jumped up, and she was so excited with the city lights. So we realized she's a proper city dog. And even more surprising after that was the fact that when we were coming towards our apartment, she got even more excited. She started running around in the back seat. And when we landed up in the apartment, believe it or not, and I'm not kidding about this, she dragged us to our doorstep. We live on the third floor, second floor, ground for a second floor, and she dragged us up the steps to our doorstep, which was crazy to say the least, because she's never been there. So there was some intuition of the fact that she knew where she was going to go.
Baby's hungry? Hungry, baby?
even the day we were leaving from Bombay, we were supposed
yeah.
to leave at 3:30 in the morning. So we had kept the alarm, but before the alarm could ring, this girl came and she started barking outside the door. And the previous night, she's so considerate. The previous night, she didn't want to hurt me or Luella. So
Us. Me.
so the previous day, she didn't want to hurt us or Luella. So till then, she was sleeping with Luella. So that night, she decided to sleep in the
In the corridor between the two bedrooms.
the two bedrooms.
So that none of us, either one of us, aren't like, hurt in any form.
Yeah. So then early in the morning, she came barking. We opened the door at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we opened the door. She came in. She licked us, woke us up, and it was almost like, "Come, let's go. Don't we have to go now?" So that's how we started.
And
the
we
journey in the
realized
morning.
that she loved to,
Go on
car
drives.
drives and all, because the day before that we taken her for a small little drive, and she loved it. She loved to go by car, so we were very relieved about that. And I think, yeah, the next day when we left, she was ready. We padded up the entire back seat with big beds and everything, so she had a large space to sit in. She sat over there. She was comfortable throughout. Absolutely no problems at all. When we landed up at home, I will put up a video here of her first visit
She
to
was
our
so
home.
excited to get inside
Yeah,
the
she was
house.
so excited.
You like your house? Where is he? 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 Say hi to Mama. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Yes.
He's hungry.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So after that, we realized that she was a little depressed. Because of her
She
illness
always
and
wanted
stuff
to
like
hide
that.
under the table, not come
Yeah.
out too often, not
I think
play. She didn't know
we
how
don't
to
know
play.
what trauma she's been through in her past, but she has definitely been through some sort of trauma in the past, and because of that, she had a major separation
Separation
anxiety.
anxiety.
She had major separation anxiety, and we wouldn't be able to go out of the house with even for 5 minutes. She would yell and scream inside. But over a period of time, she got used to the fact that these people are not going to abandon me or leave me and go away somewhere. And after we took her to the hospital and got her treated literally every day for about 1.5 months, we went every day to the hospital, gave her injections, and by the time the first month was over itself, we saw a major shift in her attitude, the way she was, her diet, her eating habits, her playfulness. Everything started slowly coming back,
So
and
we actually have a video of her playing with
for the
a
first
paper
time,
ball for the first time because we got a toy. She didn't know what to do with it.
yeah, she didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to play. It was a little sad to see that she was never, or we are assuming that she was never played with. And for the first time, she actually started playing around, running around the house, and it was such a happy moment for everyone involved. We had a few friends over, and everybody was so happy about the fact that she was playing, and all of them knew that she didn't know how to play before. And after that, she started getting better, but you all know how an apartment life is, right? There is a limitation to how much we can go there and here now. uh, Recently, about seven
Since the
months back,
lockdown.
6 months back, or since the lockdown, 6 months back, we came back here to our estate in Coorg, and since then this puppy has been a very different creature that we never
Very
had seen
naughty
before.
too.
She's become very naughty. She's gallivanting all over the place, and now she's
Happy,
free to
jumping
move around. She
around.
doesn't have to be on the leash. So she's got that freedom to move around. Whenever you saw in the video itself, I had to keep running after her, otherwise she'll just walk off into the estate, uh, trying to explore the place. But yeah,
So yeah, she's been quite happy ever since.
yeah,
But I'm sure she's missing her friends in Bangalore. We used to have a lot of friends visiting us,
yeah.
and some of them were huge fans of hers. One friend
we
even got
we were
married to her.
yeah, in the apartment, most of the people who were there knew about us only because of her. We were there about a year, almost 2 years before we got her, and nobody really knew us very well. And once she came in, everybody suddenly said, Hope's
Hope's
parents.
So Mandar is the one who rescued her. Apparently, he found her outside an apartment. The watchman was beating her because she was trying to enter the apartment complex
Trying
because
to basically get away from the street dogs
street
over there because
dogs.
she's not used to that.
Yeah.
And when the watchman was questioned by Mandar, he said, "You know what? Somebody came over here and dropped her off." I don't know if that was an excuse that he was trying to do to cover his high knee, but that's the excuse he gave. And when somebody had abandoned her and she was trying to get away from the strays over there, she was luckily found by Mandar, who told the watchman, "You know what? You don't touch her. I am coming to take her." And he took her to put her in an auto rickshaw and rescued her. That was her first um,
Yeah.
step of being rescued. Then I think she stayed with a couple of other people before she landed up with Luella, who is Mandar's friend again, and she stayed with Luella for I think about 2 weeks.
I am not very sure.
Yeah, approximately I think around 2 weeks, where she looked after her, took her to the doctor, cleaned her up, gave her food, everything was there. and then she put her up
She
online.
got a friend to come and stay with her
Yeah.
when she went to work,
Yeah,
so that she's not alone.
yeah,
So they took very good care of her,
yeah.
and
And
that's how we got
they
her.
named her Hope because
Yeah.
uh,
No, in spite of
all that.
she went through, she was still hopeful. When she was rescued, she was
Yeah.
still being loving. So that's why they named her Hope, and we decided to keep that name. And
Yeah.
she also has a pet name.
Yeah,
Boo
she
Boo.
has a lot of pet names actually. Boo
Yeah.
Boo. I mean, everybody who's seen her has their own pet name for her.
She's
There's-
very gentle, so she's actually one of our main therapists
Yeah.
at work. So when people
we've had kids come to our house who are really scared of
Scared of
dogs,
dogs.
and they refuse to
wouldn't
come
enter the
inside.
house.
Yeah,
They'd be
and
crying.
when after our workshop is over with the parents and it's time for them to go home, the kids are like hugging her and sleeping and saying boo boo, hugging boo boo and sleeping and saying, you know what, I don't want to go home, I want to be with her. So I mean, there's been so much of change and so many people who have come and been around her without her really doing anything, just being around
she's
her.
just being her. She
Yeah.
doesn't jump on anybody. She's just there.
Very calm, very pleasant. Is a friend of ours who got married to her also, not officially, but yeah, the father-in-law is not very happy about it. So, so we took her and
So
ran
even
away.
today he called me up
Yeah.
and said, "Please, when you come to Bangalore, please come and stay in my house." I said, "Yes, our daughter's husband's house. We will come and stay."
And
We have a message for y'all.
yeah,
Yeah,
we put up this video basically to give you all a message saying
Yeah.
that, you know, please adopt. If you want a pet, please adopt. Don't buy a pet. Don't buy a puppy.
And
One,
please don't abandon them.
yes, please don't abandon them. Even if you can't take care of them, take about a month's time. Try and find a good family. Try and find people like Luella who will actually take those steps to find another family who will look after them, who really loves them. And when you go ahead and buy a puppy just for the sake of your child or for the sake of an ornamental purpose in the house, they also have, you have to understand, they also have feelings and they're also looking for love, just like you and me are looking for love. And when they get a family, they become part of your family. They are not a different species kept at the side over there and put in a cage. They are part of your family. They are your child. I know a lot of you will not agree with me about
Actually, sometimes I feel they're even better than the people you live with, because after a fight,
is that
or you-
supposed to be me?
after you have a fight or you shout at her in the morning, after some time she's completely forgotten about everything and she comes wagging her tail and jumping around.
She will not
and
allow,
happy, so
she
happy
won't,
to see you.
she won't
Whereas
even allow
when-
us to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, when we have arguments, this woman, that woman there, will come over here in between us and start barking and distracting us
And
and
if I'm
running
upset, she'll
around and
come and
doing all
lie
sorts
on
of
my
stuff.
feet.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how different your life is when you have a loving pet in your house and when you give in.
And when they have so
As
much
much
love
love,
for you,
yeah.
just imagine what they'll go through when you just abandon them one
Yeah.
fine day.
It's
Not
like, just
finding
imagine
you.
you are a person who was suddenly abandoned by everybody you loved for no reason. For suddenly you're just nobody wants you, and you can you imagine the kind of depression, the kind of stress you go through in your life? That's more or less the same thing they go through. I mean, because they can't talk, we shouldn't, say that they are,
Yeah, just take it for granted,
Yeah.
saying, "Yeah, I can do whatever I want with them. I own them."
we are human, so let's be humane about it. Let's not be inhuman about the whole scenario. They enrich your lives in ways you can't even imagine. You wouldn't have imagined how beautiful your life
so
can
much
be.
you learn from
Yeah,
them.
seriously,
You know,
there's
how
so
to
much you learn.
forgive and how to love and how to be happy. Just being around the people you love.
Yeah. Uh, We've been married for almost 14 years now, and this girl has come into our lives just 4 years, and we've already seen the change. We've already seen the amount of addition that she's put into our lives. And that is what we wanted to tell you about. Just adopt if you really want a pet in your house. So, yeah. So, that is the story of Hope. and we'll put up a few videos of her running around in her happy state. So enjoy yourselves.
With some of our favorite
Yeah.
people.
And if you liked what you saw, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon for notifications on our upcoming videos. We will be putting up new videos soon, again onwards, because we've been tied up with the holiday season. And we do have a plantation stay here that we run, and it's run by the family. So we've been really tied up. So we will be putting up videos as and when we are able to, and hopefully, as we promised you, 2 or 3 videos every week. So we'll see you in our next video. Till then, bye bye.
With a smiley girl. With a smiley